Sit back, stretch out, or lay out. Get any itches, wiggles, discomforts out. As you face straight ahead, pick a spot to stare at about 45 degrees above your line of vision. No need to strain too much, but you may feel slight straining, which is fine. Imagine your eyelids growing so heavy that you want them to close. You'll soon notice your eyelids feeling like they want to close. And now just allow them to close. Good. You may feel a sense of relief, and you may feel more relaxed. Just allow your body to settle in, and just allow yourself to relax. You may notice thoughts, bodily sensations, or sounds around you. It's perfectly fine to be aware of these, but these won't bother you and may even help you relax more and more. Now focus your attention on my voice and follow my instructions. In a moment, we're going to take long, slow breaths, 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out, with no breath holding. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth or nose, whatever is more comfortable for you. These are long and slow breaths, as opposed to the deepest breaths. When you breathe in, it's similar to smelling a flower. This 5 in and 5 out breathing will do a number of things. It will help activate your parasympathetic nervous system, known as the rest, digest, and recovery system. It will also help your mind and brain relax. Your negative emotion center, the amygdala, which is part of the limbic system, will calm down even further. At the same time, blood flow to the wise part of your mind, the frontal lobe, will increase. With each 10-second round, you're going to allow yourself to become more and more relaxed. Your mind will slow down, and you'll find it easier to focus on my words. Next, you'll breathe in for 5 seconds and out for 5 seconds with no breath holding. So here we go. Now slowly breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 2, 3, 4, 5, and in 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 3, 4, 5, and in and out and in and out, in, out, and in and out, in, out, in, out, and in and out, in and out, in, out, in, and out. Good. Your brain is now in a more relaxed alpha state, a state of calm alertness. Now just allow the rhythm of your breathing to return to a natural state for you. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your stomach that just happens naturally with each breath. Notice yourself becoming more and more relaxed. Now I want you to continue to allow yourself to relax as you listen to the sound of my voice. In a minute, you'll hear me count down from 10 to 1, and with each descending number between 10 and 1, you're going to become even more deeply relaxed. Here we go. 10. 9. Deeper and deeper state of relaxation. 8. 7. 6. More and more relaxed. 5. 4. 3. You're getting more deeply relaxed. 2. And 1. All the way relaxed. Right now, your life is shrinking. You are withdrawing from activities that used to provide accomplishment and pleasure. You're getting hooked by your limbic system that demands short-term comfort over long-term freedom. That voice telling you to wait. Wait until you feel motivated. Wait until you feel energized. Wait until the sadness lifts. These are inaccurate and unhelpful. Low mood and lack of motivation are not the problem here. Avoidance and withdrawal are. Every time you choose to sit, to sleep, to numb, or to withdraw because you don't feel ready or in the mood, you strengthen the habit of avoidance and withdrawal. You reinforce the belief that you are weak or incapable. You teach your limbic system that effort is too difficult. What we need to understand is that your mood and motivation are irrelevant to your capacity to act. We aren't doing this to feel good right now. We're doing this to live better. Don't confuse healthy sadness, which signals loss and prompts reflection, with paralyzing depression, which shuts you down and moves you away from what you truly need and want. You will stop letting your mood dictate your choices. You will act first, and the motivation, the confidence, the positive feelings, and the sense of accomplishment will follow. Out loud or in your head, repeat after me. I'm willing to act based on who I want to be in order to get my life back. Good. Now repeat after me again. I'm willing to act based on who I want to be in order to get my life back. Good. Your limbic system is designed to prioritize survival by automatically avoiding any form of discomfort, physical, emotional, or cognitive, including the effort required for tasks. It screams, "too hard," or "not enough energy," or I'm not in the mood today. And you listen because obeying it gives you a short hit of relief. That relief is negative reinforcement, locking you deeper into the low mood trap. But you have the capacity to override this wiring. You have a prefrontal cortex designed to plan, organize, and act based on what truly matters to you. Next time your mood, energy, or motivation are low, or inaccurate and unhelpful thoughts or beliefs pop up, you will activate your observing self and see these for what they truly are: just feelings, just thoughts, just drives. You will notice them, name them, and accept their presence. You will notice the feeling. I'm noticing the feeling of depression. Thanks, mind. You will notice the thought. I'm noticing the thought that I'm worthless. Thanks, mind. You will notice the drive toward inaction. I'm noticing the urge to isolate. Thanks, mind. You will stop struggling. Instead, you will create space for the discomfort. You will acknowledge the faulty programming. Thanks, mind, for trying to protect me from discomfort. You will recall that these thoughts and feelings are not commands. They are just words and sensations. They are not facts. They do not control what happens next. You control what happens next. You will act based on your goals and values, not based on your moods or levels of motivation or energy. Your depression is held in place by one or more inaccurate and unhelpful beliefs that are usually operating below your level of awareness. You will recognize these faulty beliefs and replace them with reality-consistent truths. First, the rigid demands, the musts and shoulds. Your mind takes your preferences and twists them into rigid demands. It insists that things must be easy, that you must feel inspired, or that you shouldn't have to deal with this difficulty. Your internal voice says, I must feel motivated before I start working out, or life shouldn't be this hard right now. These are inaccurate and self-defeating. There is no law in the universe that dictates that you must feel motivated in order to do something, or that life must be easy. Your limbic system is turning a preference, like I would prefer to feel motivated, into a rigid, destructive demand. You will counter these with reality. While feeling motivated would be nice, I don't need it. It would be great if life were easy, but it isn't. You will spot these rigid demands and drop them. Second, awfulizing and catastrophizing beliefs. Your mind takes your situation and blows it out of proportion, labeling disappointment as catastrophe. You hear, this setback is the worst, or my situation is totally ruined. These are distortions. Nothing is 100% bad. It can almost always be worse. Your current state may suck. It may be bad, but it is not awful, terrible, or catastrophic. Those extreme beliefs are not accurate. They are filters that increase your despair and paralysis. You will counter this with accurate and helpful beliefs. Refuse to call bad things awful. This setback is painful, but it's not the worst thing. My career or life is not ruined. I can put this into perspective. Third, unbearability or I can't stand it beliefs. This is your discomfort intolerance, stemming directly from the limbic drive to reduce pain. It's the inaccurate and unhelpful belief that because something is difficult or painful, you can't endure it. You may hear, I can't stand feeling this depressed. Or, doing what I need to do is too hard. These are tricks of the mind. Most discomfort is easily tolerable. You can stand it. You have stood worse. The feeling of low energy, the mental friction of starting a task, these are uncomfortable, but they are not threats to your survival. You will counter these with reality. While it's hard to tolerate feeling so low, and it's harder for me to do things I know I should do, it's not true that I can't stand it. It may be difficult, but I'm willing to make room for this discomfort in order to move toward my goals. Fourth, global negative ratings or overgeneralizing beliefs. This may be the most damaging, inaccurate, and unhelpful belief. When things go wrong, your mind slaps broad, harsh labels on yourself, others, or your life. You hear, "I'm a failure," or "I'm worthless," or "My future is hopeless." These are inaccurate and unhelpful beliefs. You are not defined by temporary behavior or circumstances. This is your limbic system's attempt to conserve energy by categorizing things simply. The reality is, it is not true that you're a failure, or that you're worthless, or that your future is hopeless. Because you failed at X does not mean that you are a failure. Because you feel worthless does not mean you're worthless. Because things are bad now does not mean your future is hopeless. You will evaluate your behaviors, not your whole self. You can dislike what you did without condemning who you are. I failed at this task, but that doesn't make me a failure as a person. The future feels uncertain, but that doesn't mean it's hopeless. I can still take steps toward improvement. I'm a person who sometimes fails, sometimes succeeds, but I'm always worthwhile. You will always accept yourself unconditionally as a fallible human who is always worthy of dignity, regardless of performance or approval. You will counter this with reality. You will restrict your rating to specific actions, not your entire worth. My project failed, but I'm not a failure. I performed poorly, but I am not worthless. I am a worthwhile person regardless of my performance. In your mind or out loud, repeat after me. I can tolerate the discomfort and do what's important, even if I don't feel like it. Good. Repeat after me again. I can tolerate the discomfort and do what's important, even if I don't feel like it. Good. Now say it to yourself. Good. One more time. Good. You can tolerate the discomfort and do what's important even if you don't feel like it. Your success depends on accepting reality. You are responsible for your reactions and your actions, regardless of your emotions and level of motivation or your mood. You will redirect your energy from arguing with your mind or trying to feel better to doing better. Your plan is behavioral activation. You will engage in actions aligned with your goals and values, especially those that used to provide a sense of pleasure or mastery. These actions might feel empty at first, but with practice, positive reinforcement will follow, and your mood will eventually be strengthened by evidence. When resistance rises, when the thoughts return saying, "I can't do this, I'm too tired," you won't listen. You will anchor yourself to reality. Push your feet into the floor, Focus on 3 things you can hear. Return to the present moment, which is the only place action can happen. Then commit to action on what matters to you. The 5-minute rule is your weapon against inaction. When your mind predicts pain or failure, you will challenge it by making a deal. Make a deal to engage in the task for just 5 minutes. Give yourself honest permission to stop after 5 minutes if it is truly as bad as your limbic system predicted. You will almost always find that your primitive brain over-predicted the difficulty, and you will keep going. You will tolerate the short-term strain to prevent the long-term regret. As Jim Rohn said, we must all suffer from one of 2 pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is discipline weighs ounces, while regret weighs tons. You must remind yourself why you are willing to accept this discomfort. Is it to be a role model? Is it to reclaim your purpose? Is it because you value growth and persistence? Whatever the reason, remind yourself of these things next time you hesitate. Say this truth to yourself now. I'm willing to feel discomfort in order to get my life back. Good. Repeat again after me. I'm willing to feel discomfort in order to get my life back. Good. Now say to yourself. Good. Now say to yourself one last time. Good. You are willing to feel discomfort in order to get your life back. In the coming days, when low mood tries to push you away from action, pause and use the unhooking process. Notice the thought or feeling, name it, accept it. I'm noticing the thought that this is useless. Thanks, mind. State one short truth. I choose this to get my life back. Or, I can stand discomfort. Take one small step. Do the task for just 5 minutes. Every time you choose committed action over emotional comfort, avoidance weakens and your freedom grows. Practice builds evidence. Evidence weakens self-defeating beliefs. Repeat this to yourself now. In the future, I will act because I want the life I value. I will not let my mood dictate my choices. Good. Repeat it again after me. In the future, I will act because I want the life I value. I will not let my mood dictate my choices. Good. Now repeat it to yourself. Good. Now repeat it to yourself one last time. Good. In the future, you will act because you want the life you value. You will not let your mood dictate your choices. You will act based on goals. You will act based on values. You will weaken the avoidance and withdrawal system. You will strengthen your resolve. You will move forward, not dictated by mood, not dictated by comfort, not dictated by energy, not dictated by inspiration, not dictated by motivation. Instead, you will act in line with your goals and values, and the depression will lift. In a moment, you'll bring yourself back to full awareness. you'll hear me count from 1 to 10. With each ascending number from 1 to 10, you're going to become more and more alert, more and more awake with each ascending number. Allow your eyes to open at the count of 8 and become fully alert at the count of 10. Fully aware, feeling refreshed, relaxed, and alert. Here we go. 1. 2. Allow your mind to internalize all the suggestions you found helpful. 3. 4. Becoming more alert. 5. 6. More awareness now of your body and surroundings. 7. About to open your eyes. 8. Now open your eyes. And 9. And 10. And fully aware, refreshed, relaxed, and alert.